Um, what's good? Like, okay, hello everyone. Wait, I need a better start than that. My voice hurts. Hold on. Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Sleepy Idol, a little bar on 34th and Crenshaw where you can sit back, relax, and talk K-pop with your friends. We're here for another episode this week. Jazz, do you want to say hi to the people?
Oh, man. Hi. I thought you were going to say, like, what did you do this week? And I was going to be like, nothing.
Listen, I want to switch it up. What was something that you ate this week that you really enjoyed? We love
We went to, what's it called?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Barbecue.
We went to barbecue for my
BBQ.
for my 21st birthday, y'all. Finally legal drinking age.
I thought you were, oh, you're getting old.
How dare.
Us youngins. I mean, am I right, guys? I'm 19. Anyway,
Oh my God.
continuing.
Wait, because you were on this channel in 2016, so
And I was a child then. I don't know why you let me on here. That was a little weird.
carry the three. By the
I was a little
way,
tiny baby.
you guys should check out that video. We have two videos, I think, on my channel. One of us reacting to EXO CBX. They're doing something. I forget what it was. Hey Mama, Hey Mama. It was Hey Mama.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Oh wait, there's three. There's us reacting to Hey Mama. There's us reacting to Edon's little.
No, dance.
Yeah.
That was a moment. When he was like on the floor at some point. That was a dance break. Like that was him showing off his dance moves. And he could dance. That's the weird thing. Like of all the dance moves to showcase.
He's a lovely young man, so I'm not gonna go too hard, but that was interesting.
These our age too.
Oh yeah, I think he actually is. Well, I call everyone young man and young lady. You could be like 83, and I'm like, now, young lady, sit down, all right, and eat this
I call everyone
applesauce.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir and ma'am. Doesn't matter what you are. You can be actually a sir, I'll call you ma'am. Like I don't know.
Ma'am, sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have when we had to chastise your fave Hwa Young for saying that his
Your
fan-
fave?
your fave.
Because you like all the Hwa Youngs.
I only like the one that was in Tiara
Ooh.
because she was in Age of Youth, which is one of my favorite K dramas. Okay, y'all. I'm not saying I condone of what happened, but yeah. Hello everyone. Let's thank you guys for coming to this stream. As always, love to see all of your faces. Hello Trey, hello Andre. Before I'm gonna get better at this because I'm not really good at this, and I keep on forgetting. But before we get started, a couple announcements. I don't know the bulletin board. Let's call this the bulletin board, where I just talk about things. So reminder, if you are watching right now, I need you to stop, drop, and roll, and then get up and then like this video. You don't actually have to roll. Your floor might be dirty.
You don't have to get up either. You can stay down.
That's actually true. Yeah, you can just stay where you are. Like the video. Also, I've been busting my butt uploading videos and shorts. So if you would give them a like. Yeah, listen.
I dislike them all.
Okay, so we will fight.
Wasn't enough meat,
We will fight.
was
I'm
like,
trying
hold
to.
on.
The thing is, I always feel weird because I'm like, I don't know if you want like yourself. Well, I guess you already have like hours and hours of worth of yourself on this channel or whatever. But sometimes, you know how like it's like hyper focused on a moment, and if it's something okay, here's the thing, I'm very protective of you and I don't want you to get attacked by people. Like if I say something that shakes the table,
Don't.
see, if I say something that shakes the table, I'll be like, okay, people can drag me, but I feel bad if I would upload you, like for example, giving one of your more saucy army opinions, and then armies find your social security number, and like
I already have it.
that's true.
They already sent me letters.
I gave it to them last week, honestly.
First of all, how do you know it?
In the podcast. But yeah. So make sure you go like those and share them and do all the little young things. Not you.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were.
It was so blurry. Did you see it?
It kind of was going in and out.
Yeah.
But thank you, Andre. Yes, I'm out here. But yes, and then also, like the VOD, just like support by likes and things if you enjoy the show. It just shows me that you guys, or shows us that you guys really like what we're doing, and it helps show. Also, I've actually had memberships open for this channel for a really long time. And I feel kind of bad because people do follow me on Twitch and I don't stream as much, and I'm going to work on that. But if you support me on Twitch and you want to support me here, there's membership tiers. I forget what they are. But if you ever were like, hey, love this channel, want to support it, there's membership. It's basically exactly like subbing on Twitch, except there's tiers that I get to control, which I think is really, really nice. So if you want to support the show, those are the ways too. Hello, everyone. Tian, welcome as well. So do you want to jump right into the first story of the day? Jazz? Because Jazz is running things. This is her show today. Listen, I could have wrote this up. I could have.
I couldn't have.
I couldn't have. I didn't have much time today. But yes, so the first story is actually a bit of a, like, I guess, throwback. We're going to talk about some updates on what's happening with 50/50. So Jazz, what are our girly pops up to as of late?
As many people know, like 50/50 has a lawsuit with Attract, their company, and they had a lawsuit that they lost in like late August, and now they're like appealing. So on Friday the 13th, they they released some allegations against Attract, and each of the members minus I think Kina, like released some like a story, not a story, but like a list of their grievances, I guess. So I kind of like just went through it and kind of just did a summary. So for Sana, she basically said that she suffered from symptoms of anorexia and bulimia, reaching a weight of 39 kilograms, which is about 86 pounds. She also experienced hair loss and stopped getting her period without the aid of medication due to her extreme dieting and stress. And it took her about 6 months for her hormones to like rebalance. So that was what she stated. CEO said that she experienced body tremors and headaches and blackouts around July of last year before they debuted, and then that led to a diagnosis of a severe panic disorder and social phobia. Even with the diagnosis, she stated that she received no assistance from the company during emergencies. There was an incident where she passed out at the hospital and had to be put on an oxygen respirator. And then the working manager told her afterwards to take a taxi back to the dorm after the event. She also had kidney-related issues due to extreme dieting and was told to manage her diet better by the doctor. Despite that, the company still told her to diet, even though they stated health should be prioritized. And that then Iran had to have her gallbladder removed at 18. She pushed back surgery and opted to hold out with painkillers because she didn't want to miss scheduled activities.
Oh.
After her surgery, she felt pressured from the company to return back as soon as possible, causing her more stress. And when the lawsuit came out, random people from the company tried to knock on her door and harass her. She lost weight from the stress. So that's all of their allegations. Kina didn't have anything that I saw in the translation. But also today, apparently Kina withdrew her appeal. But I was reading that people were thinking that either they felt like she might think that she doesn't have as strong of a case, because, as I said, she didn't say anything in this, in the allegations. But that could just be because maybe she's planning on hiring her own lawyer, which is another theory that people have, because she's going to get her own legal team, and that maybe she'll say something about her grievances and allegations then when she actually has her own team. So one thing that I saw when I first read like the thing on Friday was that a lot of people were kind of skeptical with the allegations, mainly because they seemed like they sat on this like for too long. It seemed like, because they already did the other lawsuit, so you would think that they would have released this during that one, but now that they're appealing, it seems like people are feel like they're just kind of just like pulling grasping at straws
Yeah.
or whatever, trying to not make up stories, but like embellish maybe, which kind of sucks because if it's true, like you don't want to like drag them
Yeah.
for just stating what is true. So like I was just wondering, do you have any like skeptic thoughts about this, like, or
Um, the no, just kidding. I
oh my gosh,
personally
I'm
think, here's the thing. I can see where people are coming for like this for the skepticalness of it and all. I see what people are saying, and I understand the idea that, oh, why didn't you say this out the jump? And can I just say, because a lot of and I when I say a lot of people, there's a certain type of person that is in the K-pop fandom who will see this, and the first thing they'll say is, well, blank also had to diet and almost passed out and blah blah, but they still stuck with it. Oh, well, my fave did this, and it would become the like who the oppression Olympics, the struggle Olympics or whatever. So the thing is, I'm very like frustrated with this, because as much as I can maybe understand the skepticism, I also will say that there's like stuff like this that is very much normalized, like doing what you can to keep weight, doing what you can to diet. I mean, there's like a lot of idols with stories like this, literally, who will say it today. Oh, I'm dieting, I'm eating an apple like a day or something like that. And like people will be like, oh, so problematic. Anyway, when's the next album? Like people just rub it off. So I would not be surprised if they were afraid, if they said this, people would just like brush it off as, okay, but every idol has to diet. And even with these really extreme results of dieting, I feel like some people will be like, well, you had to do what you had to do it. And even where you talked about, which member was it? Aran, who literally opted to take painkillers so she didn't miss schedules. We've seen countless situations where an idol like miraculously heals really quickly and is ready to go, and it's like, are you really healed, or did somebody pressure you into being like, let's hurry this up so you can come back to the thing? Like, this doesn't surprise me at all, added with the fact that these are largely unknown girls. They're young, them and their parents probably had no idea what the idol industry is like and what's good. I don't know. I will say that this is common enough, maybe not to this extreme, but having to diet to the point of being sick and underweight. We've heard this a lot of times, so I don't understand why this is not believable. But I do agree that I guess not being forthcoming right away kind of, I don't want to say makes them look suspicious, but maybe isn't the best look. But I don't know. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people, they're just over it in general, and so it's easy for them to be like, nah, they're probably lying, they're probably saying, then to be like, they might be telling the truth, I just don't care, like that kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah. And the thing that you said about like a lot of people experience it, they actually put in like the beginning of the allegation, like I guess statement thing, that they're like, yeah, we know that this is an idol life and blah blah blah, like we're not trying to speak badly or like try and make it seem like we're the exception. It's just, this is what it is.
Yeah.
So that was like a disclaimer that I saw.
I mean, I feel like when the lawsuit first came out, that was kind of the sentiment too. Like, okay, maybe you didn't get a lot of money and stuff, but no idol gets a lot of money when they first come through, and every idol barely gets paid and it takes them a while and stuff. Kind of justifying that even if you felt frustrated, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, so shut the heck up. Like that kind of sentiment. So, I don't know. I just feel like really icky about the whole thing, because I just feel like, especially with all these lawsuits being resolved and being in favor of a tract, I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, those girls were just being greedy. Look, even the law, like the legal system agrees. And I've been saying this from the beginning. I think there's three sides. There's the Attract CD or the Attract CEO. There's the Giver CEO. yeah, given CEO, giver CEO, and then there's the girls. And I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, well, technically they sided with the giver CEO, so it should all be one thing. But I don't think it would. It should be, because I feel like they could have been tricked by the giver CEO and also poorly treated by the attract CEO. Like, I feel like all of that can be true. So
I keep like reading in like comments that like apparently givers were in charge of them.
oh, for the health stuff.
Yeah, and like I don't know if that's true, so I didn't include it. I was just like, I don't know what, like, I see random people say it a lot, but I've never seen like actual fact of like who actually was managing them.
That would definitely change things for me. It's like, okay, who are we actually blaming here? Because even when you were saying this and you said that Kina withdrew, the first thing I thought about was like, oh, maybe she's going to do a separate CEO about how her writing credit was decreased. And I was like, wait, that was the giver CEO, not the attract.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. I'm going to jump into the comments to see what people are saying. Andre says, why would they embellish their own medical issues? I mean,
To get out of their contract.
I guess that's
But
true.
that's,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's what they're doing though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's exactly like you said. It's like such a sensitive topic because nobody wants to accuse somebody of lying about medical issues, but you know, for like doing the whole weighing each side, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, this is true. Andre also says, like, didn't the company say at one point that Aran had surgery? I do remember that. So,
Yeah, it was like earlier this year. I forgot what she said about it. It was just she didn't want to do it. I think that she pushed it back so far. Apparently, like they were saying, like she might get cancer if she doesn't do the surgery.
oh my
And I
God.
was like, girl, take the surgery. I'm like, no.
That is, oh my God, no. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Leanne says, I feel like most people will want their intimate health details, wouldn't want their intimate health let me restart. I feel like most people would not want their intimate health details known to the whole world. So it makes sense to me why the girls didn't say anything until they felt like they absolutely had to. That is another great point.
That's true.
Trey says, I kind of figured there would be skepticism, but right, most people wouldn't want their health details out there. Yeah. I agree. Tian says, from what I understand as well, Kina was one of the newest trainees coming into that company. So she didn't have as many negative dealings with the company as the other girls. Interesting. Something else I had read is kind of backing Attract. Since the company wasn't big to begin enough, the company was kind of backed against the wall. So all the extremes were necessary evils. But either way, these type of dieting and mental health damages is not okay anywhere. Agreed.
Yeah.
I feel like I said this the first time we talked about it, but as much as I can understand that, sometimes I do get frustrated in K-pop and in general, where companies justify not having proper resources for their trainees or their employees by saying, well, we're a growing company and, you know, we don't have a lot of money. And I'm just like, it frustrates me because in this situation when these girls got big, but in any situation where there's a potential that, you know, whatever you're making, whether it's like a group or whatever, will like pay you back 10 times, you will have like no trouble taking like a majority of the share of whatever income. And I feel like if that's your pay, being able to profit off of the work of somebody else, you should at least give them good resources. I really hate the excuse that, well, we don't have a lot of money, we don't have a lot of this, so you're gonna have to be in this basement and you're gonna have to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, then don't make the company if you don't have the resources to support people. Like, I don't know. I see this a lot of places, and it just like really ticks me off because I feel like it's like you're like, oh, we're so poor, but like then you're gonna take all this money if the thing blows up. So it's like the least you could do is really put money and support towards the initial product or like the early stages of the product. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because then it comes to, oh, so only people with money will have the funds. But
I was gonna say that, and I was also gonna say, like, I feel like Attract, once they did start getting money, I think the whole entire like lawsuit stuff started happening. So then it's like you can't even put the money to good resources for the like your trainees. But
yeah, it's just a mess. I don't know. I really just hope that this can blow over in a way that like causes the least damage to the girls, because I don't know. I just feel like I see people more and more online demonizing them. And it's weird because like they're not actually getting to know them. They're just like, well, anything coming out of them is a lie. Like, it's just really sad.
I think it's hard when it's like, I feel like they were active for like 2 months and then it just went downhill so quick.
Not wrong, but still.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know any of these people, sadly.
That's true. But Tion also mentions, can we talk about Attract's girl group survival show and their upcoming rumored boy group? Oops.
Yeah, I was like, you got me sharing.
I'm like, let me have myself twice. Oh wait, that wasn't even me. That was the thing.
Yeah, it was the picture.
I mean, here's the thing. I guess as a company, it makes sense that they're going to try to move on, especially because things seem to go in their favor. But it's just giving messy to me.
Wait, they have a show? I thought it was just a thing. Like they were just making a group.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because survival shows, especially right now, seem so trendy.
But not for them.
I mean, they're like, let's cash in, y'all.
That's like, what's it called? BBC coming out with a show.
Listen,
I mean, like, who's going to be the next Luna?
Don't give them any ideas because I know they watch this podcast. Don't give them any ideas. A mess. Was there anything additional, Jazz, that we should know about this situation?
Not that I saw.
Okay. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Hopefully things go well. But I think we can move on to the next topic of today. So y'all, this KBS Immortal Song Concert is really the festival from hell. I don't know why every time we come back, there is another issue. So for some background, because we did talk about this last episode, last month, KBS announced that they would be having their Immortal Song Concert in New Jersey at the MetLife Stadium. The lineup included big names such as ATEEZ, New Jeans, and Psy, as well as other Korean acts that have participated in the Immortal Song show. However, between the lineup, the price ranging from $60 to $600 for tickets, the venue size, and the date, it was in the middle of the week, a lot of people felt that they were super ambitious, and they actually did struggle to sell tickets. It got to the point where they actually had to drop ticket prices. And last show we talked about how they actually ended up downsizing the venue to the Prudential Center. And I think that was about like 80,000 in MetLife to like 20,000 Prudential. Well, we have another update, y'all, because a few days ago, it was announced that New Jeans would no longer be attending the concert. So Studio Pav, which I believe are the promoters, I guess you would say, of the concert, announced that they would no longer participate. However, due to this, they would be dropping the price of the overall ticket. And I don't know if this was like in conjunction with the fact that they're doing all this, but they also announced that there would be an additional tier to P1 tickets. And essentially they're having a, I guess, event called the send-off event, and it will happen after the concert, and they specified that it will be with ATEEZ and other artists in the lineup. So I think this is probably a ploy to be able to not have to lower the P1 too much because But between all these changes and the fact that we're having all this mess and the concert is literally next week, do we feel like they should just cancel the concert?
No, they should just make it an ATEEZ concert. And then, honestly, I would go.
Oh my God. Do you feel, okay, so you're an A-Tiny, so you are, this is A-Tiny representation. Do you feel, A-Teeny, sorry, A-Teeny Tiny, A-Teeny.
I mean, it does look like A-Tiny though.
This
For the
shows you.
longest time, I was like, "Ooh."
This shows you how much I know about ATEEZ. Zero, except going like this. Honestly,
I think it's just supposed to sound like ATEEZ.
Oh,
So it's like 18y.
Oh, that's cute. I like it. I don't hate it. Okay, well, as the resident 18y, do you feel like they're exploiting ATs a bit? And do you feel like there's a lot of pressure for this to be a success since ATs is more or less headlining this show? I mean, Psy is too, but obviously ATs is like the premier K-pop boy group. Because I saw a lot of A-Tiny talking about how they feel like specifically they added that send-off event and all those P1 perks to draw in A-Tiny, but then also a lot of, it seems like they're banking on ATs to bring in people. So if it does flop, it's going to be ATs made this concert flop, or ATs isn't popular enough to pull off a concert. As an A-Tiny, give us what the girls are thinking and the boys.
I mean, the fact that there's other people listed, I wouldn't blame this on them.
Are you saying that like, as an A-Tiny or as a, you're like, no.
Like, it's the fact that, like, if I just want to see ATs, I don't want to pay a lot to see, like, ATs and a bunch of other people. Like, I don't, like, it's just, they're only a portion of this.
I guess that is, I mean, not I guess, but I do agree that's really, really fair. I do think messy K-pop fans will still be like that.
Oh, yeah.
But
they're like, oh, if BTS was there. Twice was there.
I mean, low key, I would go Twice was there. But I wanted to say, like, I don't know. I saw a lot of A-Tiny, though, specifically be like, girls, don't even bother with this because just hold your coins because we know that they're going to probably tour next year. So do you still think it's worth it to go? Knowing that they're
to look at the prices.
They're probably, I haven't seen what the dropped prices are. They apparently released them a couple days ago when they announced this, but I didn't get a chance to take a look.
It's a big fat no. Just get expensive. What the heck am I looking at?
They're like $900 more.
Yeah, that's what it feels
like. Wait, no. Oh my God. Trey says, damn, is this the lineup? Listen.
I only know 2 of these. Well, I think I've heard of Lana Park. Do I know a song? No.
I know her, and Janabi, I've heard of them. Patty Kim, I'm not familiar with. Jungkook, I feel like I heard of them. And Kim Tae-woo, I know. He was in G.O.D. Apparently he's going to like, well, we'll save that for open bar. But yeah, it's very clear they're banking on ATs and Psy here. So they're not even being subtle about it, which I think is interesting. I guess there's always headliners for festivals, though. Teeny tiny beanie baby. Uh-oh. Jazz is malfunctioning.
What's going on?
Jazz, are you still with us? What dimension are you in right now? Hold on, y'all.
What the fudge?
Let me real quick. Wow, you guys get to see me while I fix this. Hold on. Okay. She's back from the.
I don't know what that. Like, I could see
from
that.
The snap.
I looked like my camera was working fine. You weren't glitching for me. I blame you.
Oh my God, I knew you were gonna say that. Listen, Jazz.
I was only on your side.
My Discord knows what's good. So if my Discord was breaking up, there's a reason.
It's still you.
There's a reason for it. It knew it was good. Tion says, ATEEZ doesn't disappoint. I feel like if this was a second gen, then Psy would also be marketed the way ATEEZ is being marketed. I mean, almost every K fan knows ATEEZ, and a good full no, for example, Lena Park and Janabi. So good marketing ploy to sell tickets. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of the like P1 perks is giving. They're trying to get like 8 because I just don't feel fans of other of the people here are like, oh yeah, I want to go to sound check and things. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know, but that's what it's feeling to me. A couple more questions I have before we wrap up this segment, but do you think? One I wanted to ask: why do y'all think that New Jeans dropped? Because they didn't give official reasoning, but do you think Hybe was like, ew, this is crusty?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, did they like see Prudential and they're like, we said MetLife, and now we're leaving. Sorry, you guys obviously did not plan well.
I mean, that might, because being able to be like, we're like a 2-year group and we already performed at MetLife, even if it was under a festival context, that would be pretty, you know, big. And Prudential is still a good venue, but a lot of people perform in Prudential, so maybe they're like, it's not worth it. Somebody said something about the artist fee. When they lowered the tickets, the artist fee would probably have to lower, so maybe I found it not worth it. I don't know how festival
Wow.
payments work, but I guess that's an interesting thing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, good on them though, because similar to how you're like, oh, like drop everyone but ATs and just make it an ATs concert. I feel like it's
Or
like,
Psy, you can keep Psy.
honestly,
Very
about
honest.
Gangnam Style. All right. Um, I feel like they were probably like, we don't want our fans to have to pay top dollar for this mess. And maybe they literally were like, we want our fans to be able to save their coin for when we come around. So then we can charge $600 for them to,
Oh, New Jeans?
yeah.
They're not coming out.
I can see them doing some type of concert next year. The
Well,
reaction
yeah,
to them,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. So they're like, let's let them gather their coins so we can charge $1,000 for P1, you know, because they don't have to use it. But I also wanted to ask, do you think that this thing being so tragic is inherently how they planned it, or do you think a festival type situation like this would never really work in the US in terms of like a bunch of groups paying a lot of money to see a bunch of groups? I don't know, because a lot of people's sentiment seems, I will just save for my fave solo concert. Like, do you think there's not as much as strong as a multi-fan culture for a multi headlining K-pop festival to work? That's not KCON.
I think there is. It's just this one's not very. I just don't think these fans align
You don't
of each
think?
of these people. Or like maybe I don't know. It just seems like these other single artists are not. Are they K-pop or are they just like
I mean, Kim Tae-woo was literally in God, so technically he is. But I feel like
who?
he's Kim
Okay.
Tae-woo. I feel like as of late he's known as a more ballady person.
Literally Patty Kim. That doesn't make any sense. Is she still alive? How does that
But
make
I
sense?
think that the thing is that it's a mortal song, which is for people to
Yeah.
sing well. So I feel like,
Yeah, Patty Kim's old. Wait,
yeah.
Patty Kim. Wait, I'm sorry. This woman's old as heck.
How old is she?
Wait, she debuted in 1959.
Okay.
Um,
Oh wow, she's 85.
wow, she's
Okay,
had to travel
mama.
to New Jersey just to sing in front of me.
Okay, wait a second. Let me put
And
some
not have
respect
tickets.
on an elder's name then. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, see, I just think the fans just don't align with this.
Yeah, it
But
is
like,
kind
if it
of
was
weird.
actual like fully K-pop lineup, I think it would be worth it. Like
Mm.
if New Jeans was still coming, take out everyone below ATs inside and switch it up with like I don't know some boy groups and girl groups. Rise, yeah,
Hey. I guess, yeah. I don't know. I just see so many people with the sentiment that I'd rather just go to my fave concert, that it just gave me vibes that maybe nobody would go no matter what the makeup was. But yeah, I mean, KCON has been successful for years, even though they are super expensive. So maybe not. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, it's next week. So like, if they're going to cancel it, they better get to canceling. But I'm just like, all these changes are just giving me shady vibes, no offense.
yeah,
So it's just really hard. And it's kind of like making me a bit, um, I don't know, reserved to want to go, because I'm like, I don't want a situation where they're like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess you would get refunds. Like they can't just steal your money, but still. Yeah.
yeah. I'm waiting. I like want to buy a ticket, but now I'm looking and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like it, even the resale. I was looking at one resale thing, it was almost $2,000.
Okay, let's all come back to reality
For
right
me to
here.
stand like kind of slightly behind the stage. No,
No.
I don't need
The
that.
scalpers are in shambles because they're just like, wait, no, this is not how it's supposed
Yeah,
to
no.
work.
Like, I think I'm gonna wait till Tuesday and see what they.
Exactly.
Maybe even
I
Wednesday.
was gonna
We'll
say
see.
an hour before the concert starts. Let's see what them tickets are looking like.
Basically.
Period. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that is it for that topic. Let's move on to the last topic of the day. Y'all, Sujin said, "You won't bring me down." All right, y'all. So this is a very interesting topic because I don't know if we've ever seen a situation where somebody who was basically pretty much destroyed by bullying rumors actually then turned around and came back. Like, I feel like it's either lay low or completely leave the industry. So I was really, really shocked to see that there was an announcement that Sujin, former member of G Idol or Idol, I still don't know how to pronounce her name. I'll say G Idol.
I think it's both. I think they say G Idol apparently.
I'm so
Oh, you know
confused
G Idol.
because I know it's yours. Yeah, well, whatever. Sujin of G Idol, it was announced that she has signed with company BRD Communications is preparing a solo for literally this month. So BRD Communications confirmed that they have signed an exclusive contract with her and say that they plan to release her solo debut album within this year. So just as
Relax.
exactly, they're like, her full length movie is coming out next week.
Basically.
Here are the tickets.
She's retiring next year, actually. Her career is she's 90 by the end of this year. I don't know.
Like speed run. Just for some background, this would be officially 2 years and 8 months after taking hiatus after bullying.
Years?
It happened in 2021. Honestly, I was gagged.
Really
I was like, wait, what do you mean you got removed last year? I'm very confused. But yeah, she ended up leaving the group in August, or it was officially announced that she left the group in August. So in March of 2021, she took a hiatus when the bullying allegations were at their high. And then it was officially announced that she left the group in August of 2021. So of course, a lot of people are like, is this the right move for Sujin? Now, to be fair, while a lot of people are kind of over her after the bullying situation, she does have a lot of fans that to this day feel like it was poorly handled, feel like that she was like unfairly accused, feel that it was somewhat of a witch hunt. And so a lot of them are ready to open her back with open arms and are ready to stand. But obviously she has to deal with the fact that it is an industry in which she was slammed with bullying rumors. She was removed from her group, and her contract was terminated with her former company. And not only that, but her former group is probably one of the biggest, most popular groups out right now, and their company is really popular. So, how do you think Sujin will fare, and do you think it's wise for her to come back to the entertainment industry?
I mean, if she's ready to have people drag her a bit, then do whatever you want.
You're like a tad of a
Like,
drag. Mm-hmm.
if you like music and this is what you want to do, like, you shouldn't let bad, annoying people bring you down, I guess. So, good for her, in my opinion. I think she'll do probably fine. I don't know if she'll do, like, Chungha or Sunmi level, but I think she'll be, like, fine.
I think it's so hard because I definitely think we've had people have scandals and then come back from it. But yeah, but I feel like with bullying, because it's such a, I don't know, it's such a like touchy topic, I just don't know if people will let up off her neck. Like, I do think after a while people will get bored of like dragging her in every comment section and stuff like that, but enough to just kind of let her flourish. Or it's like, as long as you don't get popular, we won't come for you too hard, but if you actually have a successful song, then we'll start digging everything up again. So that's why I'm just like, I understand what you were saying when you were like, oh, if she loves singing, she shouldn't like give up or throw in the towel. But it's like, I don't know, internet people, they really never forget, and they will keep their foot on your neck. So is it like worth exposing yourself to possibly people dragging you and coming for you every time you do something? Who knows?
I'm wondering if like they made like an agreement that you know how like now companies are suing any malicious comments and all that. I wonder if like she was like, you have to make sure that anything that's like truly malicious, like we get on top of that
Yeah.
immediately.
I think it's interesting because when I saw this announcement, I had to go back and re-familiarize myself with the whole entire situation. And I do want to say that the bullying allegations, you know, they ran their course. They were shared. There's a lot of back and forth. But to this day, she has, you know, attested to the fact that she doesn't agree with the fact that she bullied anyone or that and she denies any violent acts happening. So I do think it's an interesting thing because it's like, it would be one thing if she was like, there was allegations and she was like, yeah, I bullied, but I'm like reformed and I'm coming back. But she's saying it never happened, while a lot of people side with the alleged victims and are like, yeah, you bullied like somebody or whatever. So I wonder how that would work, if whether she just admitted or she had admitted to it and then be like, oh, I've taken time to reflect, versus being like, I didn't do anything. Okay, let me be careful. The things she was being accused of, she admitted to like smoking and trying like stuff like that, but to actually being violent to the alleged victim, she did not agree with that. So I don't know. I found it kind of interesting. But I also wanted to say what was kind of interesting when I was reading and going back through it and kind of like, I don't want to say damning, was that so Cube, when the allegations first came up, Cube was like deny. She eventually went on hiatus, but I feel like that was more of just like, okay, this thing is not going away and we don't want it to affect the other members, so let's put her on hiatus. But when she was actually when her contract was actually terminated, which was March of 2022, in the statement announcing her termination, Cube stated, for a long time, our company and Soojin tried to uncover the truth about controversy raised in February of 2021 when the allegations first surfaced of last year through a police investigation. But the police found that the accusers were not guilty. We respect the results of the police investigation and we apologize for causing concern to many people with this incident. So just for some context, they had pressed charges against the people who, like the accusers that were saying all this bullying happened, and the police found them not guilty of essentially, I believe it was like spreading, like basically making it up and spreading falsities and fake things. So I feel like with how that happened, I don't know, a lot of people will probably keep going back to that. Even though when I read some of the stuff that Soojin was talking about when she was making rebuttals to the original claim, I mean, it's messy. I don't know. Because we can spend all day going back and rehashing everything. I just feel like in a way, I can see both sides. And I feel like both sides will be going hard at like being like, no, y'all were too mean to her. No, she's a bully, you know, this kind of thing. So,
yeah.
Also, the fact that I believe actress Saul Shinae was also one of the accusers, which is kind of like when it's another famous person. Saul Shinae, she's a actress who initially somebody posted about her being bullied, and then when I believe Soojin denied that, and then she came forward and was like, yes, she did bully me.
I remember that.
But it was like a situation where Soojin was like, I never spoke to you. And then Sol Shinae was like, you did never speak to me, but you did shit talk me and like say bad things behind my back and like do stuff. So I don't know. It was a lot of stuff like that where it was like, oh, the accuser, because she really went hard, I think, Soojin, at like trying to prove her innocence and trying to prove. But I feel like it was just a lot of back and forth. And then I think the nail in the coffin really was when Cube decided to sever ties, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, she must really, I think also it's like what do they call it? not lost time, sunken fallacy, whatever, where it's like she's been an idol for most of her. She's either been training or been an actual active idol for most of her life. I feel like it would probably be really hard to just not be famous anymore, especially because she does have fans that would go up for her. Amount of fans with dedication that a lot of people would like kill for. So it's like, oh, it's a wasted opportunity if I don't at least try to do something with the fact that I was able to get loving fans that would actually go up for me if I came back. So
Yeah.
sorry guys, I've been talking, so I'm gonna jump in chat. Tian says, this is the return of the former member season. We got Jimin from AOA, Jinny from NMIX, and supposedly Karam is in school studying acting. Like, girls say less. People keep saying they should all link up. I feel like you said that last time. You were like,
No, I think you said somebody said it.
oh, okay, maybe I remember that. Yeah.
They make like a group together.
Yeah. Tian says, I think for her it's like I didn't do anything wrong, so why am I gonna make myself suffer from not doing what I love? Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Let's see. Andre says, forgive my ignorance, but were any of those rumors proven true? I know that one actress she was in school with said stuff happened, and Sujin herself said she'd leave if it was proven. It was a lot of stuff, and I think even because there was also a situation where she, even post getting terminated from Cube, started her own kind of investigation against the accusers, essentially. But then she ended up dropping that lawsuit because it was just like really hard to prove, that she didn't do something that happened so long ago that essentially everything is relying on believing what people say. So if one person says this happened, but then another person says because I think, and that's what I was saying before when she was like addressing the allegations previously, a lot of it was like, I checked with they said that this thing happened. I checked with people who would have also been there. They said they have no recollection. Either you believe her and those people that are anonymous, or you don't, or you believe the other side. So it's like at some point, it really just comes down to you believe. There was one incident where apparently she had been called by like the school violence committee, but she says that she got acquitted of that.
Her.
Huh?
I was like, I remember a story about that. Somebody getting called by a council or something.
Yeah. Well, I remember Garam in her situation, she also did, but it was like,
oh, maybe it was okay.
Yeah.
It was her.
But it was like, her claim is that, she was basically falsely accused of something. So they held the whole like thing, but it didn't amount to anything. So it's just like, you had to be there in 2013 in the middle school, and you have to either believe, it's really like, who do you believe? For me, and I don't mean to be like whatever, it did really change the game when Shanae came out, because I was like, because I know a lot of people always say when these anonymous or like old high school or middle school classmate accusations come out and they largely remain a lot anonymous. I mean, I know some people who are really in the thick of everything that's happening, they know who these people are. But like, for the most part, to the larger audience, it remains anonymous. A lot of people are like, well, those people have nothing to lose, because for the most part, they can remain anonymous and they're not the famous person on the stage that has their very public career that relies on how the public feels about them up for, scrutiny or whatever. So they can say whatever they want. And even if they're lying, they'll just run back to their, private life. But I think with Shanae, it really shocked me when she spoke out, because it's like, oh, she's also in this entertainment industry. So if she's just straight up lying, that could affect her too. But again, it's a bit difficult. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this is perceived. It could just go nowhere, but I feel like even her just trying to come back is very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So that is it for the hot topics. But wait, hold on. I'm getting something. Reporting live, it's Jazz with the Shoe Minute.
This basic entrance. No
All right,
music.
it took me
Like
38.
music on.
It took me 38 days to make that. My hands are still
Okay.
bleeding from it. What is
From
Shumin?
the 5 years ago that you made that.
Listen, what is Shumin up to? Because I am ready to give him the unemployment stamp.
Okay. Anyway, first of all, I hate his hair. I put that in my
Hair?
notes.
Why did you choose
I
this
just
picture?
hate it. It's just like so. It's like so straight. It's just, I can tell how they cut his hair.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
It's giving very bowl.
Yeah.
He's like, and
Anyway,
dragging him.
he refuses to grow his hair and it's very annoying. But I think this is just from behind the scenes from him in his show. The Bostel. And that's the cake. He needs his hair to be like that.
It's literally the same. Oh my god.
No, it's not. Don't do this.
This one
Don't
is
do
just
this.
slightly coiffed it
It's
a
got
tad
like,
dinner.
yes, it's like feathered. It's like they did like the you take the shears and you kind of like do that. That's what they did. Here it was just like, whoop, and then they walked away. They're like, "You're done."
I feel like if he just went like this, it would literally look exactly the same.
Maybe, but he didn't do that. So it's looking ill. But that's a cute cake. He's obviously streaming, so he's cute.
I'm just kidding.
How dare you? They also like released a video on Twitter for from EXO, like talking about the Growl Orchestra version that was released because SM does like a they have like a collaboration with the Philharmonic
Dang.
in Korea.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I don't know if you remember they did like Feel My Rhythm. Like
Oh yeah.
either earlier this year or last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they just like released the Growl version, which was Schumann was there, you know. His hair still looks like that, but like
it literally
anyway.
In that thing it literally looks exactly the same.
That's what I said. It looks like I don't like it there either.
Kind of sparse.
He refuses to grow it. Like he'll grow it and it will be growing, and then he'll be like, I sweat a lot, and then he'll cut his hair, and I'll be like, keep it growing. Stress about it, but look good in pictures. Not that he looks bad, but yeah. And then there is another thing where apparently people were like arguing about where the ending fairy thing started from.
Oh no. I didn't know this, but I'm like, oh my god, stop. Is this real?
I don't know, but I keep hearing about this. That apparently Schumann actually was like the ending fairy, and I don't know if like maybe they're confusing it because he used to be the trending fairy.
Ah.
But either way, they use this clip all the time and say like, "Oh, he was the original ending fairy." But like what we know of as the ending fairy, Cheon is the ending fairy. Like his thing is like when that was happening, like when at the end of like Inkigayo, like when everybody's around and like they're just celebrating whoever won. That's where his is from. So it's like not the same as like the ending fairy stuff that happens now. But I don't know why they were arguing about this because it's stupid. But I was like, oh, look at Schumann getting some praise. Look at him.
That's really interesting. I feel like that's really interesting lore. Yeah, I would say if one is like about doing this, okay, I don't know if you guys see me circling. Okay, you guys can't. But what Chan's doing, I feel like that's very different than this. Because what Chan's doing here wasn't even, if I recall, wasn't a thing where you linger on individual people like that. So I feel like it's comparing oranges to apples or whatever.
But they're not even arguing about them two. It was other people arguing about neither one of these guys being the originator or whatever. It was about somebody else. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I don't want to say I was reading that it was a certain group.
Say it because I will literally stop. Girls, if you weren't there, just be quiet. Like it's fine. It is fine. If you weren't there, just hush. It's okay. Please. Is it?
I saw a lot of BTS.
How Sway?
I don't know. I didn't even get into it. I was just like I saw I think on Reddit I saw something about it and I was like, This is stupid.
I never do this.
Why are we arguing about this?
I never do this because I think it's so ugly. But if you really are claiming that this is not where that originated, I need to see your stand card. I need to see where you started doing this, because there's no way anyone who was actually around during when Produce 101 debuted in this season that could even argue. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We don't, honestly though, I think it's so funny how nowadays, as somebody who's like been into this fandom for like 58 years and has like been literally there when a lot of these like big iconic things have happened, it is so funny seeing people try to rewrite history. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I try to stay off of like forums and comments because I feel like once I get started, I cannot stop. But like, I wait and I'm like, is somebody going to correct them? Because
I do that too. I hate that.
this is kind of crazy.
And then I start typing on my own response and I'm like, no, we're not sending that.
Exactly. I can't go back down that forum hole again. But it is quite funny seeing people trying to sneak in retellings or reworkings of
as fact.
Exactly, especially when
actually in 1968, BTS actually did this, so predates 2013 and 2016. So I don't know.
It's kind of crazy. I saw that recently, but I forget where it was. But it is quite funny, and I just think because I feel like a lot of older fans too, even like I wouldn't even consider this that old, but like 2017, 16, they kind of like, you know, if they're still around, they kind of get to be the I was there. And sometimes I feel like that's you know, they like to play around with some perceptions and stuff, but that's quite funny. Interesting. Yeah, put some respect on Cheon's name. Let's not do this. Come on, y'all. Oopsies, let me jump into chat. Andre said, didn't this start because of an interview where they said a BTS interview where they said they started it?
BTS wouldn't do this.
No. Yeah. What?
So if I was an interviewer, I'm like, so why are you lying to me?
Imagine setting them up.
So do you know who Cheon is? Have you ever watched Produced 101?
They're like, no, I'm not familiar with their work.
Like, that's why you think that. Crazy. All right.
I'm trying to think. Produce 101 was in 2015?
I said 2016 in that.
I always must. Okay, yeah, well, you're right, because I always remember Somi was in 16, so 2016. So I mean, I could see, because that was during Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So BTS was definitely on like trending and solidifying themselves during that era. But I don't know. I don't know what that idea. Put some respect on her name. Andre says, this is essentially the who paved the way argument. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
But there's actually a fact. That was Cheon. I'm confused.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Leanne says, me at the new K-pop fans trying to revise K-pop history. Do not cite the deep magic to me, which I was there once it was written. Is that from Lord of the Rings?
Is it?
Or is that just a meme? I've seen the meme, but I don't know the source of the meme.
Oh, I've never even seen it. It just sounds funny. What is that?
Andre says, I tried to find the original tweet, but I guess they got it. They said, I think I'm going to deactivate. They said close. No. Parentheses close. But is there anything else that our unemployed king?
No, that's it. Also, it's from Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something.
Chronicles of Narnia, I mean.
All right. So then the verdict is...
I could also add that for Seonghwa, how dare you? I like how I literally said what he was doing.
What?
Like he has a drum.
That was an accident. Are you accusing me?
Anyway, Seonghwa, I'll add him as well. You know, I didn't put him there. But he randomly did a stream of him eating a burger and said nothing, and then he just turned it off and then
iconic.
The stream. Oh. I was like, in what world? Why? But why? Like he literally said nothing and just ate a McDonald's cheeseburger. I was like, are you testing the waters? Did someone dare you? I don't know.
The fans were like, this changed my life forever.
Imagine him. That's too much if that changed her life.
All right,
You might
y'all.
want to go outside.
Okay, guys, ready for... I still haven't fixed this, so you're about to not even hear the background, but I think it's time for one...
Ew, 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 ew.
Excuse me, with the haters, because guess who's putting on these lights?
Not Kyungsoo,
The
obviously.
Kyungsoo coin. Okay.
I didn't see him in your section.
Well,
So
I had to
let's talk
take a
about
little, I had to let him take a little hiatus. But how dare? That's because I have to. It's a little bit of charity work, but I have to talk about other people. So yes, y'all, it's another Jungkook, where I'm talking about, we're letting Kyungsoo rest. Plus, I have to give my main pop boy, news alerts. All right, so y'all, we talked about last week how Jungkook, he's coming for the main pop boy status, and he announced that he will be dropping a full-length album next month. So we have gotten a track list, y'all. It is real and it is steel. And so I was really curious to see if we're gonna have any other additional collabs. The only other one besides the songs we already saw was apparently he's having a song with DJ Snake. Now, do I know who that is? Not off the top of my head.
Is that? Oh no, that's made the laser.
Oh, Major Lazer.
Person. Yeah.
Oh wait, there's also one with Major Lazer. Okay, you're right. There's two.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I just said that because I was thinking, do you recall the long ago? Da, 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 da. Do you know that song?
I do, but we don't need a song like that.
I think that's Major Lazer. And so I was thinking that it might be DJ Snake. I don't know who these people are.
I know. I probably, if you pointed me to like a song that they did, I'd probably be like, oh, okay, I know that song. But off the top of my head, I'm sorry, guys.
Get low. Oh no.
I'm not part of the
Taki.
jurisdiction. All right. I don't know what the girls. Yeah, so it's going to be 11 songs, but that also includes 3 of the ones we already heard. He is, trying to do a rebuttal to Yes or Yes by Twice, and he has a song called Yes or No. So I imagine, Twice is probably going to get some royalties.
Is there a song called Maybe?
Honestly, maybe that's on the extended version. Look out for it. But I'm really excited. I was curious to see that the main track is a non-feature song, because I know a lot of people are like, Jungkook and these damn features, like, can you do a song on your own? Well, here, the Standing Next to You, the title track, is going to be a solo song.
John Bellion?
Who?
I don't know. I know that name.
Who? So no.
John Bellion?
Oh wait, I have a thing for that. Oh. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say he sings, "Cause I'm at an all-time low, 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 low." I used to love that song.
I feel like I know no songs because I don't know that song.
That's the only song. I think he mainly writes songs. John Bellion.
Oh, okay, yeah. I feel like I used to be into like songwriters and like knowing what they do, but now I feel like I'm just like, I don't know. I need to like start researching that stuff again. So yeah, that's all I have for now. I probably will retire talking about Jungkook for a while until the album actually drops, unless
That's
he does.
a lie.
Stop! No, it's not.
He's gonna drop some pictures.
No, I am not a picture girl.
He's gonna be silent.
No,
again.
I'm not a picture girl. Listen, but yes.
As you have pictures.
Okay, but because I needed them to know who I'm talking about. But yes, that is it. So now, guys, it's time for, well, actually, I forgot that we have to, well, we'll do it during open bar. So let's do the open bar segment. Hold on, where is it? There we go. All right, guys, sing it with me. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend.
This is the first time I've actually listened to what that sounds like.
Have you ever heard it like in the context of the actual show Chowder? Or is this the first?
Well, yeah, I love Chowder.
Oh, okay, yeah. So.
I just didn't know what actually was ever played because I can't hear anything besides you saying "I'm not your boy." So I just assume it's safe to say that that song is playing.
Our theme song, if you will. All right, so to start, welcome to Open Bar. You know, you guys can talk about anything you want to talk about for the next 20 minutes ish. But I did want to talk about two songs that came out this season or this week, I guess. We have IVE coming back with their single Baddie, and we also have TXT, Tomorrow by Together, coming back with Chasing That Feeling. We can start off. Y'all better listen to this because I feel like
This was homework.
it was homework that I didn't tell you about, but I assumed.
Yeah, you owe us $5 if you didn't do your homework because it's on you.
Oh, that's a good segment. Speaking of $5, if you guys are enjoying the podcast, I do have memberships open. So if you want to support the show, become a member. All right. So can we start with Baddies?
I forgot how it goes.
Wow.
So yeah, we can.
Very blasphemous of you.
I
But
only listened to it once because I didn't even know it came out. I listened to it today, right before this stream.
Are they coming out with an album? Because I swear for some reason in my mind
think
I
it
had,
came out.
but I swear in my mind I had IVE October 18th, which in retrospect makes no sense because songs usually drop Monday or Friday. But like for some reason I had that in my head. So maybe I just like mixed up those numbers. But for some reason I didn't know it was going to come out today either. But first of all, they're on that New Jeans tip because this song is 2 minutes and 50 seconds, which I'm like, that is incredibly too. It's actually less than that.
Oh, is it short?
It's very short.
Oh, it didn't feel short.
I don't know if that's shade.
I don't know. I also don't know what that means.
You're like, wait a second.
I'm just stating a fact. It did not feel short.
Because you loved it so much and you never wanted to end, period. Okay. Just say
I was
your
just
name,
confused
Sam.
with the beginning, the text to talk.
Where it was like,
baddies. I was like, okay, what's going on?
That was kind of weird, but I mean, I loved it. This was very much giving me like the kitsch vibes where it's just like, I slay and you can be mad about it, but you'll be mad about it yourself because I'm just gonna live my life. I love that energy, and I think that's why I like IVE so much, because they really give like, we slay and we know it. Like this idea that like, I slay, I'm cool, I'm hot, I'm like popular, and I'm not gonna be shy about it because why would I? Like, I love that.
I feel like this is a new thing though.
With them or in general?
Yeah, because I feel like
really,
After Like was not like that. I don't think 11 was like that. I don't think, was it one after Like or before?
Oh, narcissistic.
To me, still not the same vibe as like Baddie and Kish.
I think this is more, it leans on, like music wise, it leans on like more of like like very like, I don't even know, like it's more like a very badass like kind of thing. But I feel like they all had that vibe, like we slay, period. Like, oh, yeah. I feel like that's the energy that they've been serving since debut. I feel like, yeah,
this is the first time that I was like, oh wow, they look kind of cool. And I actually feel like ever since like majority are now 18 plus, they're like doing more like bad girl vibe songs.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, 11's not, I don't know, those just seem very, we're just pop.
I definitely see, I don't think it was giving bad girl, but I think it was giving like popular girl. Like I think it was giving like they've been getting slay. Yeah. So okay, I definitely see what you're saying. It's not necessarily like bad girl, but I feel like they've always came with this energy like, did you know we slay? Are you aware of the fact that we slay? Like that kind of thing.
They could be posh.
And I think maybe
they're getting bad girl.
That is a good describer. And I think also it's just as like Yujin and Wonyoung being like kind of like the faces, they kind of emanate that. Well, I guess Yujin more emanates like cool girl, and not in like a ironic way, like not in like, oh, you're a cool girl, like actually cool girl crush kind of thing. But like I always felt like they emulated that really, really well. But no, I definitely see poshish, kind of like royalty-ish.
Yeah.
Versus, yeah, okay, yeah, I definitely see that. But I always just really liked them because it was very much like, I don't know, I like the vibes. I like it. I know people are gonna be like, oh, it's repetitive, it's that, but those are all things I like to dance to and have fun with. So, period.
There was one scene that looked like ice cream cake, and I was like, copyright infringement.
Wait, was it them? There was a group that recently somebody was like, they're plagiarizing Red Velvet, but I forget who it was.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that. I was joking. I mean, kind of not really. Like, the thumbnail of the video literally looks like the scene with like when they're in the desert
Which music video?
in Ice Cream Cake.
Oh, interesting. Well, plagiarism accusations. Ives or dives.
Wasn't there like a weird big cat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then in this one, I was like, you're in the desert, and then there's a weird big cat. And I was like, this is literally Ice Cream Cake.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna
But
clip
with a black
this.
cat.
I'm gonna clip this
Right?
and title it Revel Loves Declare War on Ive.
Imagine. I would never.
Jumping in the chat, Leanne says Starship saw the complaints about not giving their vocal lines or giving their vocals enough lines and went, I know how to fix this, give them a song with no singing problems. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does Liz sing a line this? Because this didn't seem like a vocal heavy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but when
song.
it kind of is though, like so crazy though, because when she does come in, not being shady, because I also think Yujin is a really good singer too, but like her vocals are just so good. It's just so clean, like it's night and day. Like I always think I'm always kind of gagged, and this is not specifically in this situation, when like people like pair, like when you're listening to something and it's somebody who can kind of sing versus somebody who can really sing, and it's almost like squeaky squeaky. Like I remember what was it? Who starts Bad Boy? Irene or Ari?
Yeah. I think it's Irene.
Either of them.
Yeah, I think it's Irene and then Solgi.
Yeah. I know it's Sulgi's second because I remember, and this is no shade to anyone, but obviously Sulgi is a stronger singer than Irene. Like that's just basic listening. But it was like a reaction, and it was these people weren't into K-pop, they were listening to the song, and so Irene does her voice and they're like, okay, and then when Sulgi comes in, they're like, ah, like it just amps up because it's so, but you can hear like it's people really need to put more respect on people who can sing, like singer vocalists. Okay, they are like,
I already said it. He said, do you have your vocalist? All right, make sure you guys can sing because it's important.
It is. But yeah. It was their first EP. Yeah, overall I really do like the song, but you know, there's a few IVE songs that I don't like. What do you think about Chasing That Feeling by TXT?
Sorry, I'm like looking at what
I was gonna say, don't let Moa get on you.
I love 80s songs, so it's like you can't ever go wrong with that for me. I probably wouldn't add this to anything though. It's a bit boring in my opinion, but it's not like it's not bad. I just feel like it didn't go anywhere for me. Like I felt like the chorus was relying too much on the 80s feel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree. There was a moment where I was like, but then it kind of fell flat for me too. I don't know. I feel like kind of bad because was it last year, maybe 2 years ago? I came out, or I like became a MOA because I was just like bangers, like Frozen, Bad Girl Boy Girl, like they had so many good songs. But like honestly, and boy group stands, because I've never, okay, this is gonna sound really annoying, but I never like have stand a group that like did not like always get good results digitally. So like it was like never like, oh my god, this is such a hidden gem, why aren't more people talking about this or whatever. But I like struggled so much because I was like, this song Good Boy Gone Bad is so good, and I feel like why isn't this shooting up the charts?
Didn't Moa not even like that song? I feel like every time I hear people talk about it, like they're fans of like, oh yeah, Good Boy Gone Bad so bad. Why can't they go back to that one times
Cat
zero?
and Dog?
Sorry. The fact that sorry. You know what? That's why they don't like Good Boy Gone Bad. Because they like Cat and Dog. Because that is the epitome of trash. And there's no campiness that will make me like it. I'm so sorry.
Listen, I don't know. I struggled a lot because I was just like, wow, this is just gonna be a song that they promote until they're done promoting it, and then like nobody ever talks about it again, and it will just get lost to time. Like I literally was like, no, that this song is. Why isn't this on?
Why is it still here?
Exactly. I was it really frustrated me. I'm like, dang, that's so frustrating as a stan for a group that doesn't really do. I mean, obviously, it doesn't have to do well for you to enjoy it, but it is like really, and people can like what they like. Like, I know people are going to say blah, blah, but like, it really is crazy to be like, this song is so good and like nobody cares. That's crazy. Like, what? Yeah. So
that's the worst feeling.
That's why I'll never be a boy group stan again. No, just kidding. Yeah, I was gonna say there's plenty of girl groups who also don't do very well diligently, but even then, I realize that makes me sound so cocky. I've never stood stand anyone who wasn't like an instant success, and that's not even true. So, but yeah, anything else that you guys wanted to talk about?
I have something. Ow!
What did ATs do? Oh, okay.
Imagine. I wish. Sorry. I wish they would just have their own concert.
They probably will. Oh my god, okay, bye.
But apparently there's gonna be a new a male KDA. Mm-hmm. And Baekhyun's gonna be in it.
Wait, who's Baekhyun?
EXO.
Oh.
Baekhyun?
Who?
Baekhyun?
From?
Baekhyun.
I'm not familiar with her work.
How dare you? Anyway, so they're going to be called Heartsteel, and he's going to be the character Ezreal.
Okay.
Which I'm confused because I thought I thought they picked characters that were like of the same like ethnicity as the singer. And I'm pretty sure Ezreal's like blue eyes, blonde hair.
Are they all like aliens? I don't know. I've never played League of Legends in my life.
Humans. I mean, they have powers. I don't know. But, like, I feel like for KDA, what's it called? Like, Soyeon and, Miyeon, or whatever. Is that her name?
From G-Idol?
Miyeon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like their two characters were, like...
Both Korean?
They were, like, Korean. Like, I think one was named, like, Ari.
Are these actually playable characters?
Yes.
I
only know them from TFT, so I don't know. Ezreal might look different than what he looked like when I was playing TFT, because they change costumes all the time, and I'm confused.
Oh. Well, maybe they, like ran out of... Are there any Korean guy characters?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe there's
too many characters in that game. I'm so... too many.
Honestly, though, it will not top KDA pop stars. So just back it up, Baekhyun. Back up the Oreos. That's true. Okay. Wait, who else is in it? Is it just Baekhyun? Was Kyungsu busy?
I do not know.
Oh, is it like non-Korean people, like non-K-pop people?
I don't know what they are.
Who are you?
Like, I've never heard them.
It's AI.
Wait, what the heck?
What are the K-pop girlfriends up to? Who are our K-pop girlfriends? Is that aespa? Oh.
Oh, aespa's coming back.
All right,
drama. Ozzy? How dare you? Who's Ozzy? Ozzy and Toby Lou.
Oh my God, Toby Lou!
How Scrubby.
Toby Lou.
Scrubby.
I'm a buff baby, but I dance like a man. Yeah, that's like Vernon's homegirl too, homeboy. Toby Lou. He's a rapper, but he makes very like, I don't even know, Genki music. Like, I don't know. I don't know him like that, but the songs that I have heard of him but that's interesting because he kind of sings song raps, so I can see, but that's a very interesting amalgam. I mean, I don't know who those other two people are, but still excited. I mean, they're all really bops, even though like a lot of people are like, oh my God, Gods by New Jeans flopped. I still thought it was a good song. I mean, it's not pop stars, but
all right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like I didn't like, I was like, oh, gotta listen to this every day, but I thought it was very catchy. Yeah. I thought they sounded really nice during the chorus of the song too, because I know but
I just think like they need a rapper. Somebody to spice it up, because it was just kind of like
They should have called me.
Gods, 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 and then they're just like, where you been? Like it was just the same thing multiple times, and then I needed a high note. That's what the problem was. I remember on the bridge, I was like, all right, and that's when you come in and you like, you just rise from the heavens and like rise from the heavens.
You're upside down.
But like do a high note, but there was no high note, and I was like, that's why I will not listen to the song as much as I would have.
Oh, poor New Jeans. Listen,
it's a good song
though. Pop Stars was just so iconic because it came out of nowhere. Like I was like, okay, some corny League of Legends
and
song.
The rap, I'm telling you, the rap part was just so good. So young, like I don't know.
Honestly, I will say she really ate down. Like the flow was very interesting in that song. See,
I've been listening to that so much because like have you ever played Beat Saber?
Oh yeah, that.
Oh my gosh! So my dad got like a new MetaQuest, whatever it's called, Oculus. And so like I bought the Beat Saber game, and like I only played that one because like all the other songs are like not. Dang. I don't want to say they're not real songs.
Dang.
But they're like songs that like just you know how in Dance Dance Revolution they would give you like random songs that you've never heard of in your entire life. Mm-hmm. But it's good for Dance Dance Revolution, I guess, because it's like like what is it?
That Rasputin like song. Music. Oh yeah.
Like that's what it seems like. And then there's randomly KDA. And that's the free version.
They probably
if you want like other people, you pay like $15 for like their songs. Like The Weeknd,
individual?
You have to pay $15. Like you per artist. But then you get multiple of their songs.
No, I'm sick. Yeah. I'm tired
I've been stuck on just playing the KDA. So I've heard that song so much because that's all I do.
A mess. That's so crazy. Yeah. But that's a good song. If there's gonna be like only a couple free songs, they must have played top dollar for that because that is a good one.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you have to get the heck out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Wait, you got a question.
Oh, I was gonna read that after, but one last question. Andre says, "When is other anime coming back? Is Jazz joining?"
We come back when we watch Steins Gate. Well, I come in when we watch Steins Gate.
Not the Steins Gate constituency.
The same.
We can come back and we will watch School Days.
Steins Gate.
We'll watch School Days because School Days Revisited. Period.
So you want to lose your viewers, is what you're saying.
Y'all love
and a co-host. Y'all whatever. Because I just
y'all loved it, all right? It might be giving Stockholm Syndrome, but y'all love that.
Stockholm Syndrome. I don't even know what that was giving. It was giving delusions, and then murder. Like I was like, how did that even happen?
Murder She Wrote. Y'all were satisfied.
But he was a basic man. I'm sorry. This always bugs me that he was a basic character.
Okay, real life. People go out for basic men all the time.
But my thing is, nobody cared about him. And then one day, suddenly one girl shows interest, and then all the other girls are like, oh my gosh, you're so cute, Makoto. Oh my gosh, I love you. Like, no. He still looks just as basic as he was the day before that girl showed up. Like, please.
I think...
And he was trash. After that. Like, sir, you got a blessing, and then you just turn into...
Really, though?
I think. Like, it was, like, confusing.
But isn't he fun to hate, though?
No, it was like my brain was like melting every time I saw him. And I was like, I mean, the ending was,
Exactly. And that's like, on period. It's called catharsis or whatever.
It ended too late. It should have happened episode 3.
But then
episode
you couldn't.
2. Episode 1, before he even meets the
But you had to build. You had to, because at first you're like, oh my God, it's a cute story about a guy who has a crush on like some high school has a crush on, some girl he doesn't know, but he admires her in the train. Then he has a friend who sets them up, and it's like, oh my God, a cute budding romance. And they're like, wait, this man is trash. No! That was very satisfying for me. I love the drama. Let's watch Sude Zure Children or Scum's Wish. Ooh. That one's also... Those are two that are very... Well, Sude Zure Children, I haven't watched that in a really long time, but it's very good, and it's about different relationships. Scum's wish is apparently supposed to cross the line or something. So it probably is not that dramatic. But I remember like.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know.
Is he scum?
They're scum. I don't know. There's two main characters. Leanne says, "Have fun watching School Days. I won't be there. I'm choosing self-love."
Exactly.
You can choose self-love by watching something that will, let you
Is
go.
happy?
It's happy at some point.
No, I'm saying that. So we're not watching that.
Listen, y'all.
It's not happy.
Listen,
it's mind numbing.
Listen, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't care. School Days is a good show. Actually, it's not. It is kind of gross. And I sometimes forget that. And yeah. Certain parts is like, yeah. I definitely watched this
the whole entire show. His existence in the show. Like, it's trash when you actually remember the guy's name. Like, I don't know names, but I will remember that man.
Makoto-kun.
So annoying.
Makoto. That's my Katsura impression. Makoto-kun. Honestly, I'm a little about to be, because when he really tried to act like he didn't even know Katsura existed, and then just because what was it? I forget. He just thought she was. I don't know if that he felt that she was being clingy, or it was because it was just so. Oh yeah, he wanted to get intimate, and she was like, no. Yeah. But then Sekai was more willing to do that with him, and he was like, oh, let me just be with this girl.
Oh yeah.
Death to Makoto.
I mean, he got what he deserved,
Okay, well,
I mean, it was a little graphic, but I was like, all right, okay.
I said, eat. And you know what? I will say, kind of sort of sick. Not really. I don't know, because that was messy. No, it's messy to set your friend up with somebody and then go after that person. If you liked him, then go after him. Don't set them up. Why are you? What? Nobody asked you to self-sacrifice. And then that dinky one that was like, Katsura, get the hell out of here. Remember her dinky friend?
Wait, who?
The small one that was literally like, Katsura, Makoto hates you, and he's dating Sekai now. When that wasn't even, neither of them were being straightforward with Katsura. You remember? It was like, they just basically.
I do remember a third person.
There was that small little one.
Yeah.
I forget what her name is.
I just remember what she did.
She was literally so annoying because she was just like, basically like, she knew that Sekai liked Makoto. And so she was like, let them be together. But the thing is, she didn't know the whole story of Katsura and Makoto dating. All she saw was, oh, Sekai likes Makoto, so now they're together. So she created her own story in her head that Katsura was just the stalker. And so she was literally trying to sabotage Katsura.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. I'm finna beat
Makoto's trash.
It's not trash. It's better than Love is Blind.
Like,
modern day Love is Blind.
Just like, everyone sucks the whole entire time.
Oh my god, remember those?
It's like, you ever watched Little Fires Everywhere?
No, but I feel like I've heard a lot of people talk about this.
I hated everybody. Like, everybody sucked. Like, every episode I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, why am I watching this?
It's cathartic, I feel, when you can just be like, I hate you, and I also hate you. And guess what? Yeah. I hate you as well.
I never keep watching. Yeah. I watched like a movie called I Care a Lot. What? Who? Did she? Wait. For some reason, I like literally actually pictured the scene.
Throw the whole show away. Throw the entire show.
This is what I'm telling you. How did this man, this basic behind man, and now everybody's just like, oh my gosh, he's the best looking man. Like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, there's people who always say, oh, guys with girlfriends are more desirable because it's like they have the stamp of approval. Like, okay, this guy is not a weirdo and can pull a girl, so that makes him more attractive because, I guess he whatever. But I think that girl also secretly had a crush on him too, but was like also trying to be self-sacrificing, similar to Sekai, and was like, I'll let you be, because it was like she was moving away anyway. She was moving to France, and so she was like, let me just do this until good Lord.
I hate the show. There's nothing redeeming.
Oh, y'all. I might as well also say that I'm watching One Piece, and Luffy is so dumb, but he inspires me to keep going. Like no, because I watched the live action and he's like Zoro, like, you know, he's like very like chipper, but like he has some intelligence. Luffy is dumb as a bag of rocks in the anime, but he's very.
You actually trying to watch that? That's like 5 million years of.
I'm not.
Watching.
The thing is, I'm not active. Like, I'm not like, okay, I'll do this many. I'm just kind of like when I have time, and you know,
it's gonna take you forever then.
It is, but you know, I'm like, because I was like, even if I watch like 4 episodes a day every single day, it would still take me more than a year to catch up or whatever.
Yeah.
Or more than 2 episodes every single day. So I'm just like, let me just leisurely enjoy it. It would be nice to catch up and like be able to discuss it with like people. But, you know, I'm just like, I mean, it's really nice and it's very uplifting and it's very like, makes me want to like do better. Like it just makes you, because it's a very like, I don't watch a lot of shonen, but like I know a lot of times the character's like, I'm going to accomplish my dreams, blah, blah. But like Luffy, I feel like is that, but on crack. Like he's very much just like, you don't think I'm gonna be king of the butt? Fool! Like, you know, it's literally like, what do you mean I'm not gonna be king of the part? Like, let's figure this out. Like, what's wrong with you?
Like, do you want to sit down?
Exactly.
You have to pull out my PowerPoint. I did this last week.
Exactly.
It's ready.
And he's so cute. He's like, are you gonna be a part of my crew or not? Because like I'm not playing. Like literally.
Punch you. We can fight.
Like. I'm here for friendship, bitch. I don't know what you're here for. Like, it's so cute. Or he's like this is very old. This is like one of the first whatevers. But when he meets this kid named Kobe, and this guy is like being held captive on like a pirate ship, and he's like, oh, I can't leave because the pirate captain will like do this, that, and the third. But I have dreams, and he's like idiot, just you're dumb, just leave. Like if you want to leave, get the hell. Like what's wrong with you? Like you're actually annoying me because you're not just following. Like follow your dreams. What are you doing? Like are you dumb? Follow your dreams. And I'm like, am I dumb? Follow my dreams. Like, you know.
Let me tell you, I forgot, or actually, I still don't remember this kid, Kobe.
Oh.
Like I was watching the live action and I was like, who the heck are you?
It's very early on.
I was like,
right? That's also.
I was like, wait. Hold on.
That's also why I'm trying to stick it out.
I feel like I like skipped a whole section when it used to come on TV. I guess like, you know, they just go in chronological order on TV. And I guess you missed the first like few episodes. It's done. You're never gonna see it again.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, literally, I'm sticking it out to get the chopper because the way that is my son. Like, I birthed you. What do you mean?
I have a chopper.
Oh man,
a little tiny chopper, and then my dog bit his leg off.
Oh no, Joseph.
It was devastating.
Not cool, Joseph.
I don't even. Was it Joey?
Oh,
it probably was. It probably was. It was either him or my mom's dog.
But yeah, I want to like. I'm like, let me like dial back because when I really like a character, I love buying plushies of them. But I'm like, let me get to the part where I actually see him, and then I'll start buying merch and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm so excited for him to come because he's so cute. I was watching like a compilation of like his funny and cute moments, and I was just like when I birthed you, when I was pregnant with you, it was crazy because you were my son.
I'm concerned. What were you meeting with? I'm so sorry.
It was asexual reproduction.
Oh, you have moose in your family. Did not know that.
I'm part moose. Period. Leanne says the One Piece live action has motivated me to start the manga. I'm on volume 13 now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I had motivation, but like my motivation goes like quick. As soon as I see something that's long, I'm like, oh no.
You're like
I watched the Book of Eli.
Is that the thing with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, and I didn't know what the Book of Eli was until like the end. And
okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the Bible? This is so cool. Let me bring out this Bible and read it. And then like, let me tell you, I read like 2 sentences and was like, what the fudge am I doing with my life?
Not Denzel.
It's 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m. I'm going to sleep. That was weird. Because he was out here, he was blind, beating up people, and it was all because he had the freaking Book of Eli. I was like, oh my gosh, is this what happens? This is so cool. The story sounded so cool. And then I was like, oh no, I have to read it?
Funny. Denzel Washington has you out here reading the full Bible. You're like, okay, Corinthians, let's go.
You reading 2 sentences.
Corinthians. You said Corinthians. Corinthians.
The way you're doing. It's like you can't control it. You're like, oh my gosh.
Come. It's the way you act. The way he does with the shoulders.
I was watching a video of him being like, you gotta get the shoulder in it. It's the way you act.
The thing is,
like, sir, man. I mean, that is a skill.
The thing is, you don't gotta get the shoulders with it. The original one was like in the club, like it's very like, what up, G-Way? But he's like, it's the way you act. Like, what? Calm down. Andre says, y'all hear they're making a Yu Yu Hakusho live action.
Yes.
I saw that.
I'm excited.
Me too. Running in a crowd in a faceless. That's like giving me trauma response. Oh wait, I guess they don't know.
Cheated out of our $1 billion. I don't know.
Imagine. They're like, the winner gets $5 million worth of stocks in Apple, and we're like, no, it could have been us.
Should have just sang Frozen.
Should be like, it's the way you act. Maybe in the club. Honestly, we're getting older, but I will never give up being like in middle school when songs like that were popular. Like going from doing this to to lean with it, rock with, like that's literally no one's stopping that.
Do we have things like that anymore?
I mean, the TikTok dances. I mean, people do them. Like, hey, this song. And I think in general, because of the TikTok dances, a lot of people have been trying to incorporate point dances into their songs in general, in the hope that it goes far.
I feel like that takes away from the fun, though.
That's
like
true.
Lean with it, rock with it. It was just like, oh yeah, that's just a dance, or like chicken noodle soup.
Woo! It's taking me back. It's taking me back to that sweaty gymnasium, and everyone wearing skinny jeans. Oh my god! Oh, that was like almost elementary school. I feel when that was popular.
Well, I thought it was middle school.
Oh.
I remember walking into the gym one time, like in the middle of school, and like there was just a circle of people just doing the Wu-Tang different ways, and I was like, is this what we do? Is this what's happening? Like one guy was like getting to the floor, like doing the Wu-Tang, and I was like, sir,
go to class.
It's the Wu-Tang. Like,
go to
there's
class.
Only so much that you can do.
You suddenly become a teacher.
So you're on your back.
Detention.
Honestly, they might. I was in a school that was very questionable.
Oh, Andre says, waking up to every morning. Boku Tachiwa. Oh, that's a song that Jazz sang. Boku Tachiwa.
Then I lost.
All right, guys. So we are gonna wrap up here. But before we do, Jazz, is there any last words you have? Or wait, I used to threaten your life. Any last words?
Nah.
That's a code for Makoto, you know.
Oh gosh.
Makoto did nothing wrong.
I like forgot that conversation happened.
Tachiwa.
I was gonna sleep peacefully, and now it's gonna be me like punching Makoto. It's the way you act.
But Andre says Jazz play Superstar ATs.
I keep meaning to download that. I feel like I did download it, and then it asked me to like have access to my phone, and I was like, for what? And then I just never opened it.
They're like, can we have access to your social security number? It's like,
And basically it was like, can we make phone calls? And I was like, no. And then it was like, well, closing app. And I was like, why are you making phone
They're like,
calls?
can we order Chipotle on your Chipotle app?
Basically, can we have your Grubhub account? Thank you. We know you have Grubhub Plus or whatever it's called.
And we hungry. All right. These bills don't pay themselves.
Don't be shocked when you're charged.
Can we get your Nintendo account? We want to get Animal Crossing. It's like, okay, enough. That would be a very funny skit. Anyway, so thank you guys again so much for hanging out. As always, had a blast. Just one last reminder that if you like the video, make sure to like the video. Check out the other videos on the channel. Check out the TikToks. And again, If you want to become a member to show support, you can do that down below by hitting the join button. Thank you guys so much again for hanging out with us this week, and see you next time on The Sleepy Idol. Whatever that is. Thank you guys. Bye. Oh my god, my bone just cracked. What's up with me?
Uh-huh.